सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Namaste. We are currently discussing about Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti and we have talked about Viveka and Vairagya. Viveka is a discrimination between real and unreal and pursuing what is real while discarding what is unreal. Vairagya is a dispassion or detachment towards worldly sense objects and pursue the path of self-realization. Now we will discuss about the third of the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, which is Shamadi Shatka Sampatti, meaning sixfold mental disciplines, which one has to develop if one has to progress in the spiritual path. Now, what are these sixfold mental disciplines? They are Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, and Samadhana. Now we will see them one by one. The first one is Shama, meaning control of the mind. That is, developing mental equanimity with regards to ups and downs of the mind and the ability to quieten the mind by withdrawing from external disturbances. This will help focus the mind on spiritual practices. This calm and controlled mind becomes an ideal tool for deeper contemplation of the self, leading to liberation or self realization. The mind, which is controlled, will aid not only in one's spiritual pursuit but also in material pursuit as well. However, an uncontrolled mind will bring forth destruction of the person. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5, the Lord says, उद्धरेतात्मनात्मानं नात्मानम् अवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुर् आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. One must elevate oneself by one's own mind, not degrade oneself. The mind can be the friend of oneself or his enemy as well. This verse points out the importance of Shama, indicating that the mind can either be a person's best friend or their greatest enemy, depending upon whether it is controlled or not. Next, we will talk about Dhamma, that is, control of sense organs, meaning preventing the sense organs from pulling towards sense objects. If we start looking at the world objectively at what it is, then we will automatically develop control of sense organs and sense pleasures. Dhamma is cultivated by consciously withdrawing the senses from indulgence in worldly distractions and pleasures that cause attachment, desire, and restlessness. It is a practice of sense discipline, ensuring that senses function within the boundaries set by higher spiritual goal. Swami Paramarthananda emphasizes that Dhamma is not about extreme renunciation of all the pleasures of the world or suppression of senses, but a wise regulation of senses. One example is mindful eating. Rather than eating food for taste alone, if one eats with awareness, that will help in development. Bhagavan mentions this in chapter 6, verse 17. युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, recreation, working, sleeping, and waking can mitigate all the material pains by practicing the yoga system. Both Shama and Dhamma are complementary. That is, developing control over the one, aid in getting control over the other. Next time, I will continue with the third of the sixfold disciplines, that is Uparati. Hari Om.